Hey, what's up guys, Radku here, back with another Yu-Gi-Oh video, and today is going to be an update to Megalith. I think I'm starting to update this deck a little bit too much, but the deck is just so much fun. Like, I love this deck so much. This deck has literally been my life since release. I really like this deck, and I finally made another combo for it, so I will show that later. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Starting things off, I played 2 copies of Megalith Full, 3 copies of Ophiel, and 3 copies of Haggith. These are your little guys and are very abusable. Full allows you to ritual summon from deck, and it allows you to recur any ritual monster from your graveyard, and it takes its level. That's very good. Allows you to pull off insane ritual plays, as well as the fact that it allows for recurrence. I play the Ophiel's search monsters on a non-once per turn effect, which is really good. And then I play 3 copies of Haggith. This card searches spells non-once per turn. This allows you to continue to loop your effects, which can search your emergence and your portal, which allow you to set up an infinite loop of advantage, so that way you never lose the grind game. For the big ones, I play 2 copies of Bethor and 1 copy of Phaleg. This is a little bit less than I used to play. I used to max out on Bethor and run 1 copy of Eritron as well as the 1 Phaleg, but the thing is that recently I just realized you don't need it as much in your combo anymore. So honestly, I like this lineup better just because it feels more efficient and you can easily search them with stuff like Ophiel, plus you don't need them for the main combo anymore. I play 1 copy of Auk. This card allows you to summon Magician of Black Chaos Max on your opponent's turn. And speaking of which, I play 1 Magician of Black Chaos Max. I finally updated the combo to be able to summon him. So, yeah. I play 3 copies of Chalice Line. This allows you to get your Incantation engine off, as well as the Pencil Plume, but I'll talk about that in a second. I play 1 copy of Ben 10. You literally need 1 search off of Ben 10, and that is Diviner. That is literally the only search you need off of Ben 10, because Diviner allows you to do some pretty crazy play. I play 2 copies of Pencil Plume. This card is basically just another Chalice Line. This is Chalice Line, but better. This card is really good, allows you to not have to discard, and it gets you access to your Candle and your Talismandra. I play 2 copies of Herald of Orange Light and 1 copy of Green Light. Green Light is because during my normal plays, what will happen is on my opponent's turn, this deck counters all monster effects, but then they always have the freaking Lightning Storm. It's so annoying. So I decided to play the 1 Herald of Green Light just so that I can have that 1 negate for the spell card if it comes up. Honestly, I kind of want to play Herald of Purple Light as well, but the thing is that I do need Orange Light because it is the only tuner monster. I play 1 copy of Adamancipator Researcher. This is easily searchable off of Galling Granite and allows you to pull off Halk plays. I play 2 copies of Talismandra and 1 copy of Candle. I would always brick because I don't like having 2 bricks in the deck. It just doesn't flow very well. So now with 2 Talismandra, it no longer bricks since I always have 1 more in the deck. The Candle does brick still, but the thing is that if you think about it, Diviner can just search the Inception, so really you're not losing a ton if you hard draw into it. I play 1 copy Eva, gets you search into your Diviner and your other cards at the end of your turn. I play 1 Inception, this card is broken. I play 1 copy of Portal, this card allows you to set up your infinite loop with Emergence. I play 3 copies of Unformed, this card is literally the only thing that makes the deck good. I play 3 copies of Preparation of Rites, this can get you access to your Ophiel, which in turn can get you full combo, as well as the fact that it can search your Haggith. Play 2 copies of Megalith Emergence. This card in tandem with Portal allows you to keep up in the grind game and is really good. So that is it for the main deck. Going into the extra deck, I play one copy of Boral Savage. This card is really good, pretty easy to set up. I'm not going to go through the old combos. You can just check out my other video if you want to see those. I play one copy of Virtual World Beast Zhui. This card is kind of just indestructible. It, along with Nephthys, are two monsters that you can go into if your plays get disrupted really, really hard. So that way you can still keep up in the game even if you get heavily disrupted. I play two copies of Herald of Arclight. Honestly, you never use the third diviner, even in the grind game. In the grind game, you literally rely on Portal Emergence. That's just it. I play one copy of Christian Quandax. This card is really good, even though I don't use it as often anymore, as well as the one Desert Locust and the one Formula Synchron. Honestly, these cards I've stopped using as much because instead of being a more synchro-based deck now, I'm gearing it towards summoning Magician of Black Chaos Max, because even though it's very similar to the old combo, Magician of Black Chaos Max is just so much better than setting up a single Omni Negate. I play one copy Gallant Granite and one copy of Abyss Dweller. Dweller is if you're trying to play more of a control deck, or you're playing against a deck like Orcust or Print Kids or that kind of thing, you can use this to just shut down your opponent. I play one copy of Underworld Goddess. This card allows you to link using your opponent's monsters, which is important. I play one copy of Access Code for easy OTKs, one copy of Appaloosa. You don't honestly go into Appaloosa very much. I'm thinking about cutting it for a Nightmare Unicorn, so that way I can use it in tandem with IP Masquerena as well as Access Code a little bit better. I play one copy of Nephthys, the Sacred Flame. This card is busted. Literally, if your combos get disrupted, you literally just go into this, and then your opponent just has such a hard time outing it. It's just an insane card. I play one copy of Halcla Fibrax. This is for the old combo, which I'll again put in the top corner, and then one copy of IP Masquerena because it is a part of your end board. So that is it for the deck. Let's go into some combos. So this is an easy 2-card combo, and keep in mind that Pencil Plume can be Pencil Plume or it can be the Ritual, and then Ophiel can also be Haggith because it can get you access to Unformed, which can get you access to Full, which in turn can get you access to another Haggith. So here's the combo. So first we activate the effect of Pencil Plume, summoning itself and summoning a Candle. Use Candle's effect, search the Inception, activate the Inception, attribute to summon Ophiel, Ophiel effect, search for the Haggith. Then you can use the effect of Inception, getting rid of the Pencil Plume, summoning the Talismandra effect. You get to add a Ben 10. Then you can use the effect of Inception to tribute the Talismandra, and then you get to summon the Haggith. Haggith effect gets you to search the Unformed, activate it to summon Full. Full effect will allow you to add back the Haggith. Then you can use the effect of Full, tributing the Ben 10 to summon the Haggith from deck. Use the effect of Haggith and Ben 10. You get to add the Portal, and you get to add the Diviner. You can activate or normal summon the Diviner, then use the effect to dump the Herald, search the Magician. Then you can activate the Portal. Then you can use the effect of Ophiel, tributing it to summon the Haggith. This is mainly so that you can get access to your Emergence. Search the Emergence, then you can set it, link for IP Masquerena, then use pass turn. On your opponent's turn, you use the effect of Emergence to summon the Ophiel from deck. This in turn will start a loop, which allows you to use the effect of Portal, add back the Haggith, then use the effect of Full, tributing the Ophiel to summon an Auk. Then you can use the effect of Auk, tributing itself and the Haggith to summon the Magician. Use the effect of Magician, pop the Herald, and then since it actually specifically says tribute, so you can use the effect of Herald now to summon the Eva. Then you can use the effect of IP if your opponent even attempts to summon a monster to go into the Underworld Goddess. honestly, like, this is just to steal your opponent's monster. You don't care about the board negate, even though it is a pretty good effect. You've already negated all of your opponent's stuff, but now you have a monster that can be destroyed as a 3,000 body and technically has a negation. So honestly, this is pretty good. So since Magician locks out effects and not summons, that's where this comes in. So if your opponent is playing something like Mech Knight, you're able to stop them. And if your opponent tries to wall up using certain cards like like Quick Launch and such, you can use the effect of Underworld Goddess to negate it. And then rounding off, you use the effect of Eva, banishing the Heralds to search either an orange light, and you search the Diviner, but you can search an orange light and a green light. So that way, even though you don't have the exact same follow-up, what you actually have is the option to have a monster negate or a spell negate, which is really, really good. So, backtracking a little bit, you got to steal one of your opponent's monsters, literally VFD your opponent, and now you have access to the infinite grind game, as well as either a spell or monster negate, whichever you choose. And either way, it can be both. You just need to choose one or the other in the midst of your combo. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the deck. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, let me know what you thought, and let me know if there's anything you would change about the list. Would you change up the fairy lineup, despite the fact that at this point I feel like the fairy lineup has been perfected for this deck? Would you switch up the extra deck? Because I know I could cut the Appaloosa for something better. And yeah, that's pretty much it, and I'll see you in the next Yu-Gi-Oh video. Peace, guys.